Have you ever thought you knew everything about pirates? You might picture them as rough and tumble men with eye patches and wooden legs, sailing the high seas in search of treasure. But what if I told you that the real stories of pirates are far more complex and even shocking? In this video, you'll discover 3 wild pirate stories that will change your perception of these notorious figures forever. Get ready for unexpected twists, shocking facts, and tales that defy your typical pirate narrative. Let's dive into our first story, the incredible tale of Ching Shih, the pirate queen. Who was this fierce woman that commanded an empire of pirates? Ching Shih ruled the South China Sea in the early 1800s and became one of the most feared pirates in history. Most people think of piracy as a male-dominated world, but Ching Shih's story challenges that stereotype in a remarkable way. She began her life as a prostitute in a Cantonese brothel, where she caught the eye of a pirate leader named Zhang Yi. Their marriage wasn't just a romantic union, it was a strategic move that elevated her status. Ching Shih showed extraordinary cunning and strength, quickly becoming a powerful figure in the pirate world. Under her leadership, her fleet grew to include hundreds of ships and thousands of pirates, creating a pirate empire that struck fear in governments across the region. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Despite her violent reputation, she negotiated a pardon from the Chinese government and retired peacefully. While most pirates met gruesome fates, Ching Shih managed to live out her days in relative comfort. Her story reveals the powerful role women played in piracy, demonstrating that piracy was not solely a man's world. Ching Shih's life encourages us to reconsider our perceptions of history and challenge the myths we've grown up with. So what does her legacy mean for the way we view pirates today? As we explore her journey, keep in mind how her fierce leadership and unexpected choices redefine our understanding of what it meant to be a pirate. The tale of Ching Shih sets the stage for the next extraordinary story, one that takes us to the high seas with a man known as the gentleman pirate. How did a wealthy plantation owner become one of the most unlikely pirates in history? Meet Stede Bonnet, known as the gentleman pirate. His story is as intriguing as it is unexpected, and it sheds light on the fascinating world of piracy. Most people think that all pirates were hardened criminals, but Bonnet's journey reveals that sometimes they were just ordinary people seeking adventure. Bonnet's transformation into a pirate took place in the early 1700s. Frustrated with his life on a plantation in Barbados, he longed for something more thrilling. One day he made a bold decision. He would turn to piracy. But here's the twist. Unlike most pirates, Stede Bonnet lacked any real sailing skills. Instead of learning to navigate the treacherous seas, he hired a crew to do the work for him. This unusual approach makes you wonder, how did he manage to command respect in such a rough and tumble world? His adventures were filled with flamboyance and eccentricity. Bonnet dressed in elaborate clothing, standing out from the typical rough attire of pirates. He even wrote letters of marque, which were official documents granting him permission to attack enemy ships. This legal maneuvering added a unique twist to his story, as he attempted to legitimize his piracy in a way few others dared to. But this raises the question, did his extravagant style make him a better pirate, or did it make him an easy target? Despite his daring escapades, Bonnet's career came to an end when he was captured by British naval forces. His fate was sealed when he was hanged in 1718, but his story continues to intrigue many. This tale of the gentleman pirate highlights the complexities of the pirate life. Bonnet wasn't a brutal marauder. He was a man in search of excitement, living a life many only dreamed of. His journey shows us that piracy was not just about treasure and bloodshed. It involved real people with hopes, dreams, and disappointments. As we dive deeper into his story, consider how Stede Bonnet's life contrasts sharply with the rugged image of pirates that we often hear. What can we learn about the nature of adventure, rebellion, and the choices that shape our destinies? Buckle up, because the next chapter takes us into the world of one of the most infamous pirates of all time, the legendary Black Bart Roberts. What secrets lay within the infamous code that guided pirate behavior? The story of Black Bart Roberts, one of the most successful pirates of the Golden Age, offers a fascinating glimpse into this world. Most people think of pirates as lawless marauders, but Roberts' strict code for his crew reveals a different side of piracy, one that emphasizes order amid chaos. Born in Wales in the late 17th century, Roberts began his life as a sailor before turning to piracy. But it wasn't just about plundering ships. He had a vision for how a pirate crew should operate. His pirate code included rules about how to share treasure, conduct oneself on board, and treat fellow crew members. For example, he mandated that treasure be divided evenly, which fostered loyalty among his men. This was not just a set of guidelines. It was a framework that created a sense of camaraderie and fairness among pirates, which was essential in maintaining order in their unpredictable lives. Roberts was known for his elaborate captures and clever strategies, making him a legendary figure in piracy. He famously captured over 400 ships in his career, becoming a notorious name in maritime history. But what's remarkable is how he maintained respect and discipline among his crew, setting him apart from many of his contemporaries. He understood that for piracy to be successful, there needed to be a code, something that ensured everyone was on the same page. This not only allowed for smoother operations, but also increased their chances of survival on the treacherous seas. But here's the twist. While many see piracy as an escape from the law, Roberts' code reveals a complex morality. It challenges the stereotype of pirates as merely ruthless criminals. Instead, it shows that they operated under a set of principles that guided their actions, making decisions based not just on greed, but also on mutual respect. Bart's life and code spark curiosity about what else might lie beneath the surface of pirate legends. If pirates like him had structured lives, what does that say about the rest of the pirate world? The legacy of Black Bart Roberts encourages us to rethink what we know about piracy, opening up a realm of complexity and humanity in an often misunderstood part of history. As we unravel more stories of these maritime rogues, we see a rich tapestry of adventure and morality, blending chaos with order in the heart of the pirate life. What secrets lay within the infamous code that guided pirate behavior? The story of Black Bart Roberts reveals that piracy was not merely about chaos and plunder. It involved a surprising amount of order and morality. Most people think of pirates as lawless brigands, but Roberts, one of the most successful pirates of the Golden Age, had a strict code that dictated how his crew operated. This code is not just a collection of rules. It's a window into the complexities of pirate life. Born in Wales in the late 17th century, Roberts began his career as a sailor before turning to piracy. He understood that for piracy to be sustainable, there needed to be a set of guidelines to govern behavior on board. His pirate code included detailed rules about how to share treasure and conduct oneself, fostering loyalty and discipline among his crew. For instance, treasure was divided evenly, ensuring that everyone had a stake in their adventures. This was crucial for maintaining harmony among a group that was otherwise united by their criminal pursuits. Roberts was renowned for his strategic brilliance and elaborate captures. In fact, he captured over 400 ships during his career, making him a legendary figure in piracy. But what set him apart from other pirates was his adherence to the code. While many of his contemporaries operated with sheer brutality, Roberts emphasized the importance of conduct and respect. His code even included prohibitions against certain behaviors, like stealing from fellow crew members, which maintained a sense of community and trust on his ships. However, the conflict arises when we consider the inherent contradictions of piracy. While Roberts enforced a moral framework, the very nature of piracy involves rebellion against authority. This duality raises intriguing questions. Can lawlessness coexist with a code of ethics? What does it mean to be a pirate in a world where traditional rules don't apply? The legacy of Black Bart Roberts encourages us to rethink our understanding of piracy. Instead of viewing pirates solely as outlaws, we can see them as individuals navigating a complex world where camaraderie and order were just as important as their desire for riches. This narrative invites us to explore the depths of pirate life, challenging our preconceived notions and revealing the humanity behind the myth. As we reflect on the fascinating world of Roberts and his code, consider how this perspective enriches our understanding of history. It invites us to look beyond the surface of pirate lore and appreciate the intricate layers that define these legendary figures. In the world of piracy, there was more than just lawlessness. There was also structure, loyalty, and a code that governed life on the high seas. By now, you've journeyed through the lives of three extraordinary pirates: Ching Shih, the fierce pirate queen; Stede Bonnet, the gentleman pirate; and Black Bart Roberts, the enforcer of the pirate's code. Each story has unveiled layers of complexity, revealing that the world of piracy is far more nuanced than the stereotypes we often hear. You've learned that Ching Shih, who began her life in a brothel, rose to command an empire that struck fear into governments. Her ability to negotiate a peaceful retirement challenges the traditional narrative of pirates as brutish criminals, showcasing the powerful role women played in this tumultuous world. Isn't it remarkable to think that a woman could wield such influence during a time when society marginalized her? Then we met Stede Bonnet, a wealthy plantation owner who traded a life of comfort for the unpredictable seas. His lack of sailing skills and flamboyant antics show that not all pirates were hardened criminals. Some were simply looking for adventure. Bonnet's story prompts us to consider what drives a person to make such drastic choices and the complexities behind those decisions. His eventual capture and execution remind us of the often perilous consequences of a life of piracy, which can lead to tragic endings. Finally, we delved into the world of Black Bart Roberts, whose strict code provided a sense of order among the chaos of piracy. His guidelines about sharing treasure and treating crew members with respect reveal that there was a moral framework governing pirate life. This challenges our assumptions that pirates operated solely on greed and violence, presenting a different perspective on their community dynamic. Through these stories, you've seen that pirate life was not just about adventure on the high seas. It was also a complex tapestry woven from ambition, desire, and the pursuit of freedom. By understanding these figures beyond the stereotypes, we appreciate their roles as adventurers, leaders, and even rule makers. As you reflect on these tales, consider how they reshape your understanding of history. Pirates were not merely the villains of the seas. They were individuals navigating a world filled with danger, opportunity, and moral ambiguity. So the next time you hear a pirate story, remember these incredible figures and the rich history that defines them. Your view of piracy has just expanded, so keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the hidden stories of our world. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.